This is beautiful. My name is David Benson Maliwa. I'm not walking alone today. I've got my beautiful sister. Hey, my beautiful sister, Teboho.
Hi everyone, I'm Teboho Malele and I'll be your co-host today.
And we hope we're going to enjoy the rest of this show. From here, where are we heading to, Teboho?
Alright. Does any of you know why we are here today? Do you know what's happening today? Stadium. Okay, so I'm going to welcome you now to the second annual Ezamazwe Ist Expo 2024.
2024, a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Beautiful.
So, this expo is hosted by Ezamazwe Education Center for Innovation. It's a learning center here in Linyenye. And the main purpose of Ezamazwe is bridging the gap between the middle class and the lower class and the higher class, right? By creating quality education for everyone. These things are things that you see in town, in big cities. So we are bringing these things here to you so that we may bridge the gap. Do you understand why you're here today? More today. Okay. Without any further ado, can we all stand and we are going to sing the national anthem. And can we all stand? I believe we are all high school learners and some of us will be going to higher learning institutions.
That's true.
And they will be governing themselves. We believe and trust that you are disciplined learners, right? Thank you. We will all stand and we will sing the national anthem. Right after the national anthem, we will request that the manager of Ezamazwe Education Center for Innovation come forward and welcome us all. We may start the national anthem.
Wow. These are your people, eh? All right, Aubrey, give us some good song there as we welcome on the podium our stage manager. Aubrey.
morning, good morning, good morning. How are you doing today? Do we have Sikava in the stadium? Do we have Machocho? Do we have Ramova? Okay. Do we have Pusela? Do we have Mafutani? Ferrari, are you here? Who did I leave out? Savoya, here. Nelson, are you here? Thank you so much. Who did I leave? Who did I leave? Mabuse. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Besimake, are you here? Napscon, are you here? Did I cover all of you? All right, thank you so much. This is the day that we are making history, and we are putting a stamp on the sand of time that will forever be remembered. So before we start, I want us to go and appreciate one special person. I want us to make a joyful noise and a huge round of applause for this person, because I want you to understand that the visionary's vision is actually his own reality. This is a person who birthed a vision. She took the vision, believed in it, despised ridicules, despised criticisms. She continued with the vision, and today we are all gathered here because of her. Are you ready to celebrate her? Can we all stand up, appreciate, give a round of applause to Mpele Yelani? You can do better than that. You can do better than that. Yeah. Oh yeah. Hey. Come on, give a round of applause, a round of applause. Don't be jealous, a round of applause. Yeah. Thank you so much. So my job today is very simple, is to welcome all the schools that are here. Thank you so much. All the educators, all the principals, everyone that was involved, stakeholders, into making sure that all the learners are here. The main duty for today is to make sure that we partner with your future so that your destiny materializes. So thank you for being here. And secondly, I also want to appreciate all the exhibitors. We have exhibitors from as far as Stellenbosch, all over South Africa. They are here today. Thank you for making means, partnering with us, working with us, making sure that they get the best service they can ever get. And I know in the VIP tents, come on, let's give a round of applause for our VIPs. If I count them one by one, I will take the whole day. We are having a lot of people from different places. We are also having Mr. Yelani Lise. Can we please give him a round of applause? Thank you so much for supporting Mpile. We are here today because of your commitment and your love. I will observe all protocol. Our beautiful MCs, do you love them? Should we change them or you're okay? You're okay. Let's give them a round of applause as well. Thank you so much. Feel free, feel welcome. Those who want restrooms, the toilet is Nakamuka. Only the toilet is that side, but even inside, you can just go inside. We are having marshals, they are wearing reflectors. Just ask them, they will show you where the restrooms are. And for our VIPs, there is a VIP toilet that side. If you want to ease yourself, feel free, go that side. Thank you so much. This is your day. Enjoy and learn as much as you can. Thank you.
Our ward councillor, Dade Keifas Mabitela, to come and speak to us. Let's give him a round of applause and as they play music for us.
Thanks very much, DJ. Dumelan, Legay, Rowan, Omanato Bamune. Yeah, it's nice to be here. Erigil Wonchawari, Renaba Wangari Tomile from one Ravaradia Metric. The Kazumu attend the Kere exhibition Jebedijetar Mordulanona. Get you in Mazo. All of the organizers of this event, all the partners of Ezamazwe, the Greater Zone municipality officials who are here, and all institutions of higher learning, all the learners who are going to showcase their talent and how they want to solve challenges that the country is facing. Dumelang bana ba sekolo ka moka, bana ba Dr. Mbalate, Legay. Today, Remowe Linyenye Stadium. Why? Because last year we really got community hall. Ibe isa konuri accommodate agamo. So organizers and the municipality and other stakeholders, if we can go to the stadium, at least we can be able to accommodate all learners and all exhibitors. Or space in the stadium, with all institutions that are here. Relevant Maspala or Gelamo Councillor or Molinyenye. We really appreciate the efforts that you are making as a mother and your partners to make sure that our young people get information before Bayard University. And I believe for everyone who's here today, when they leave, they're going to share the information that they get here with those and I get it. If you still have space, you can invite them via WhatsApp, via Facebook, and other means of communication. Or the institution of higher learning are here. Come and get more information. Or next year, or school, or Juni, or school. Again, so come on, program directors. Kere ariye nire rishume let's chaba sewe some mushuar na oru rata mushuar na making sure these learners are having teachers every day in their classes. The government that is making sure these children work nutrition programs in their schools. The government that is making sure 99% of them here, they are beneficiaries of SASA. Those who are above 18 who are here, they are benefiting from COVID relief fund. So this is the government that we voted for. And this is the government that is still caring for our people and is still going to care for our people. And it will make sure all young people of this country achieve their goals. It's going to work with everyone in the country, all private sectors and public sectors, to make sure our young people go to school, our young people achieve their goals, and our young people are able to compete in the world of employment competition. Our main aim as government is to make sure all young people or all people who live in this country are able to compete national and international, to make sure young people who are here or learners, this is the opportunity to learn. This is the opportunity to achieve a goal. This is the opportunity to get information. So if you take this, what is happening here today for granted, tomorrow or nasale information. So the information that we are going to get here, make sure tomorrow. And don't be those parents Oskaba Muzori Otono, Banabaga, what low Mujanova to ever achieve the goal, Javana or Wanaba Sokola because of this and this and that. Just be that parent or Managa or Aro completed studies Jaga or Tomaga Rega Goloi. Atano where Tarega Frigi, Atano where Tawagalanto, Atano where Ata Lukishama Sharia, Palejin Lukish. So this is our opportunity now to make sure that we pave our way to achieve all our goals, so that the coming generation, everything is in order. What they have to do is just to go and buy their own things, is to go to vacations and make sure about vacation in somebody about reminder. So you are that mother, you are that father. Make sure the information that you get today and the opportunity that you have received to use it in a correct way, or achieve all your goals. Thanks very much, program directors.
Our ward councillor. Really good. Magagasho, and Telego Tina, or Tovergata, Kala Mogota, Govanella, Mahujana, Kananga, Yabanyana, Tebotom, Papua, or Narilo, Sipalajon, Chakaka, Loganaka, Mukamo, Hurima Grandstand, Logana, Chugili, Logana. Emishangma talking about Emishangma talking about. All right. TJ, Kohopelova Febo Shaya Sheveshit, Tiazora Treva Gonakulu Sheve, Arnagoba Shait, Abafeshabo Tababo, I am fana, Tenam fana, Lichako Shamfana, Yauratam fana, the Tawapis are ringing fan, Tongulim fan, Sita, Mama, Twegam fana, I Twegam Panama, Sita. DJ observe people check for wet. The boat of our wet you. Ebza.
You want to learn? Nasiwana. You are very big.
Ambulance. Lena go. Lena go Roveka.
Okay. This year, South Africa, Bora, Africa. The body Jaga Mogali poster, Limbutan Worik, Dilobutan, Munale was so. This year, Nalin Jongo Kulidia and King. Voter. Give register voter. Register voter. Okay, let's the special vote application period 15 April to the 3 of May 2024. And then section 2A, voting outside of your registered voting districts. If you register a vote, you will date on register on 15 March 2024 to the 17 May 2024 again. Can I give whatever vote is doing? Whatever vote is about give a man. Give a man. Maybe we're going for something. Give a man. Thank you. Now, we are going to welcome the main character of the day. I got it. Look at attention. So now I'm going to introduce the CEO of Ezamazwe Education Center for Innovation, who is Mpile Sylvia Yelani. I'm going to give you a brief description of who this phenomenal woman is. Mpile Sylvia Yelani is an independent thinker, a goal-driven black female in a quest to change the status quo of rural education, using education as a tool to eradicate illiteracy, unemployment, poverty rate in the country. A qualified economic analyst, a wife, a mother of 3 boys, she plans to open spaces for defranchised population, stand by a saying, it takes a village to raise a child. Use her own influence to create environment for social cohesion. Someone once said to me that if you want to see further, you need to stand on the shoulders of giants. To me, she is a giant and I'm standing on her shoulders, meaning I am learning so much from her. So Lelena, today we are giving you an opportunity to take a leaf from her book, okay? So Anan Meteleng Matoga as she comes to the stage.
Matsogo. I want to know if we got to talk about Mado, okay. Arka Robert Matsoga baby. Yay! All right, ambulance ba telephone ka mara kwa ke. Okay, I ring road hele tse ka hore voice e chabile maabane ira hore tlano tshwaya tsebe go tsenelela voice ya CEO e chabile maabane jale le ka tshele tse botse le ka no sekwe sa selela e o ke dumela gore sengwenyana se tla direga gona fa a gone ka mogomwe DJ o tla ba o lokisha ambulance ya bana ba skola re ne go blaka batho re palelo go tla lenyenye ka lebaka la o tshaba batho le timile ambulance okay the voice is not coming up.
Are there any young people here? Any young people here? All right. While the panel gets ready, do we have some eggs to give away? Is anyone interested in an MTN branded bag? Okay. For those of you that are online, please go to skillsacademy.mtn.com. If you can get onto skillsacademy.mtn.com, if you register and you sign up for the Skills Academy, I'll give you some bags. There is a career path, a career guidance path that you can do on the Skills Academy website. So if you're interested and you do that, come and see me after the panel. We'll see if we can get you some bags. So, good afternoon, colleagues. My task here today is very simple. Do you have a microphone over there? No microphone. Okay. All right. You can share this microphone. We're going to be talking briefly. Can we get your attention, please? Young people? Thank you. Your attention, please. We're going to be talking about the province of Limpopo, the great province of Limpopo, and whether or not it is open for business. So I've got my panelists here. I'm going to ask them to introduce themselves briefly.
Good afternoon, everybody. It's a privilege to be here this afternoon. I'm Mrs. Haramsa, representing Limpopo Legislature. Yes, situated in Leboa Khomo in Polokwane. That's your parliament. You must please use it.
Thank you, Mrs. Haramsa.
Good afternoon, learners. Hola, bana baka, hola. Hola, bana baka, hola. Again, okay. My name is Mary Jane Mukati. I am from MTN, the Northern Region. I am based in Polokwane.
Thank you, Mary Jane. Please keep that microphone over there. The two of you will share with Mrs. Haramsa.
Remember,
Thank you, May. I think they're going to hear me so well. Tumelang Banavak. Avshe. My name is George Mate. I am from the National Department of Agriculture, Land Reform and Rural Development in Pretoria. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. George. Colleagues, good afternoon. Again, my name is Richard Moyo. I am here representing the MTNSA Foundation. I work for a company called Datacom, and it's my privilege to be here at the second Career Expo by Ezamazwe. Well done to Mpele and the team. This is an amazing initiative. I do hope that the young people will listen and they will hear and they will get something. I know that they are chatting amongst themselves, but they can always do that later, I'm sure. But anyway, the show must go on. We're talking about the great province of Limpopo, and the question that we're talking about today is Limpopo open for business? Is Limpopo open for business? Ms. Harms, I'm going to start with you. As the legislature, as the seat of the legislation, as part of government, what is it that we're doing to ensure that Limpopo is open for government as far as policy development is concerned? Policy implementation, how can we attract greater levels of investment into this wonderful northern province? Is there anything that you can speak to maybe this afternoon specifically that the legislature is busy with that is driving investment, driving economic development in Limpopo?
thank you. As the Limpopo legislature, maybe it is important also to start by explaining the separation of powers and how they all link together, and then maybe it will drive home and it will be actually clearer, because then you get the executive, which is the government departments, then you get the legislature and you get the judiciary. So can you see how they all form part and how they all fit into one? So lawmaking, since the Limpopo legislature is a lawmaking institution, it has to be noted that it is not a government department. It does not render any service to the people, but it does play the very important role of oversight. So it makes sure that all government departments render services to our people, and we play that oversight role to ensure that since the budget is passed in Parliament, it is the legislature's responsibility to make sure that the budget that has been issued or given to all government departments is used effectively and efficiently and for the purpose that it has been intended for. So we play that oversight role to make sure that all the promises that the MECs have made with regard to whether it's schools or roads or whatever service, those promises are actually fulfilled and they materialize. So we go around and we check projects to make sure that the money is used where money is supposed to have gone to. So you have the three arms, right? So you have the executive who comes with the initiative to implement the laws, then you get the lawmakers, which is the legislature, and then you get the judiciary that ensures that those laws that have been passed are actually adhered to and they are implemented, and you know what is the cause if you do not abide or you do not comply. So that is the role of the legislature. It is a law-making institution. It plays the oversight role over government departments, and it encourages public participation, because there's no way that Parliament or the legislature can make laws that affect the people of our province, but you do not involve the people of the province. So it's nothing about the people without the people. So whenever you hear there's a public hearing, ladies and gentlemen under the 10 students, take the message home. Please attend public hearings. It's for your own interest. It's where you can make your voice heard. At public hearings, we invite the members of the public to make inputs on pieces of legislation, whether it's amendments or new pieces that come from government departments, and the process is taken further where you have public hearings, where you vote in favor or against that piece of legislation, and so on. When it comes to economic growth, I think it has a heavy emphasis on government departments. They must create the opportunities. Legislature as of now can just encourage that and make sure that they get budget for that. But the actual implementation for that actually comes from government departments, which I think my colleague might elaborate more on since he's from a government department. But as the legislature, we just play that oversight role to make sure that the money that they receive is actually used correctly and is implemented for what the MEC promised the people of the province they would do.
So are they doing that? Is the money being spent where it's supposed to be spent? How is the province performing as far as its allocation and spend? Are they fiscally prudent? Are they making use of the funds for the purposes? Are the audits clean? How is it going? Maybe let us know a little bit about that.
Okay. When it comes to clean audit, I have to pat the legislature on the back. We did receive a clean audit for the past financial year. All our records and everything is placed. I think we did well when it came to spending. We did spend, we didn't send it. We made sure that no money is sent back to National Treasury. There are departments that are, however, underspending, and that is having a great financial impact on them, because obviously with the next financial year, they'll be allocated less. Which I don't think is actually good. They should ensure that the budget is spent, because I think there's a great need for services in the province. If you look around, especially in our deep rural areas, that's where we are focusing on, and that's where services need to be checked up. You can see on TV worldwide, everywhere, especially in South Africa, there's a lot of, now before elections, I assume there's going to be a lot of protests everywhere when it comes to service delivery, and I hope political parties out there are taking lead and will do something about it, as well as legislatures putting pressures on government departments to make sure that they spend the money. But currently, yes, there are departments that are actually underperforming. There are departments that are not spending their entire budget, and it goes back to Treasury and is reallocated to others that feel they need it more. But yeah, I think education is top priority, and then it comes to health maybe. So our MECs should make full use of that. Thank you.
Okay, great. I'm sure there's some departments that are overspending as well, some fruitless and wasteful, but we're not going to talk about that. I'm not going to put you on the spot. And that is George. Thank you for being here with us. Talk to us about agriculture. Is Limpopo more an agriculture province? Is it more of a tourism province? What are the main economic drivers, maybe from your viewpoint at the national government? And what initiatives are running that are hopefully going to encourage greater agricultural participation in the province? Maybe speak to us a little bit about that.
Thank you so much for the opportunity once more. Maybe let me start by responding to the broader question that you asked initially to say, it's Limpopo open for business opportunities. So I think you'll agree with me that for any country, or for any state, for any entity, to develop, there has to be some investment in skills development. So the area where I come from as an official from the Department of Agriculture, I come from skills development side of things. And therefore, as a department, I think we are doing well. We are making inroads in coming up with human developmental programs that would capacitate the youth and equip them with prerequisite skills so that they are able to participate in our economic growth, and then which is not exclusive of Limpopo. So as national development, we are not only focused at Limpopo as a province per se, but we deal with all other provinces. But we have got quite a number of human developmental programs that are meant for youth, that are meant for farmers, that are meant for those that have passed matric but don't have skills to participate in our economic growth. So that's the angle where I come from as a department. To mention some of the few programs that we have for economic development, that would, as part of human development program that would assist the youth, we have got what we call an external bursary scheme. This external bursary scheme, it's a scheme that targets young learners, who are fresh from matric, who want to follow prioritized careers in agriculture. We don't only fund, we don't just fund for the sake of funding, but we fund for those who want to follow prioritized careers in agriculture. We do periodic research so that we stay relevant to the cause in terms of what are the priorities, skills that that we require as a sector, and we make sure that we invest that in the form of offering bursaries, comprehensive bursaries, which cover everything, which cover the tuition, which cover books and meals, which cover living allowance, for those prioritized careers. I think my good learners had an opportunity to visit one of our tents, where we are doing our exhibitions, because they should have been, informed in terms of what are those careers that we have in agriculture that we are supporting as part of skill. We also have career awareness, program that we run, at a full scale, because we are aware that not everyone who's here, it's aware of the sector itself broadly, and in terms of what are the skills, what are the careers that one can follow. Because when you talk to young learners like this about agriculture, the first thing that comes to their mind is farming. So there's a lot of opportunities. We've got other programs that we meant for graduate program, for graduates who have graduated at colleges of agriculture. We place them in the farm, those who want to start their own enterprises, as to equip them with relevant skills. And those that do not want to go into the enterprise in terms of farming, but they need work-based experience, we also place them on the farm. But in a nutshell, we've got quite a number of developmental programs that we are spearheading as the department to bridge the skills gap in the sector. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Member Jane, I've got you on the stage. Speaking on behalf of MTN and being here in the northern region, how easy is it to do business in this province? Can you speak to us a little bit about that? In your view, is Limpopo open? Are you finding any legislative challenges? We've got the legislature here. She might put in a good word and she can change some laws tomorrow morning when she gets to work. What is the new take?
My experience with it, I will say yes, Limpopo is open for business. For an example, I will give an example by the lady Cecile Pila, who was also a part of this initiative. So when it comes to MTN, we are looking for the local suppliers. we are not just taking anyone else from any region. If you come from the soil, you must benefit from the MTN as a South African company.
Thank you so much. Okay, so in a nutshell, are we saying therefore, maybe from your view, I'm assuming you live here in Limpopo as part of the Limpopo legislature, what are the key economic drivers of this program? I know that Limpopo has got a very strong agriculture, tourism. What are the main economic drivers, and what in your view, as a citizen, not as someone representing the legislature, what do you think needs to be done to open up this program? There are initiatives like this one, where young people are being brought together. We thank all the companies that have come to exhibit, because it shows that they're interested in the future of our children. But as a citizen of this great province, what in your view do you think we should do to encourage greater participation in the business world?
Yes, I think there's still a lot that needs to be done. The legislature is trying, government departments are trying, but there's still, and hope that they will extend, and for them to enrich themselves and to enlighten and do their work better. But as South Africa as a whole, there's a lot to be done. Our children are out there, yes, but they are not, what can I say? There's nothing really that keeps them busy, that's keeping them moving and going and so on. That's why when we have such opportunities, you get an influx of them, because that's all they actually have to do. So yeah, I think government departments, if they can propose, the legislature maybe can put and invest more money and approve more money and budget, so that they can come up with such initiatives that will involve more schools, our young learners, and our fellow South Africans.
Thank you so much. I'm going to give you a final shot. Maybe talk to us a little bit more about the programs that you're running, how people can get a hold of you, how they can access some of your programs as we get ready to wrap up. And then I'm going to give my boss there, Mary Jane, a parting shot, and then we can wrap this up. But from your side, maybe as you have the microphone, just talk to us a little bit. Thank you.
As I've indicated, as I've already indicated, one of the programs that we are running as part of skills development or human capital development is what we call our external bursary scheme, which targets young people who are interested in following careers, prioritized careers in agriculture, and then with the sole purpose of bridging the skills gap in the sector. So right now, bursary opportunities, we advertise them around April, which is now, and we close in September, this year. So those who are able to go into our exhibition stall, you should have grabbed, the application forms, because the application forms are already available. We offer bursaries for both undergraduate and postgraduates. So our bursary covers tuition, accommodation, meals, books, and living allowance. So, and all those careers that we offer bursaries for, I think those who visited our tent, our exhibition stall, have been familiarized with them with. So I'm not going to dwell on that, because already I was going to have to do this if learners did not go to our exhibition stalls already. And then the other program that we are running is a career awareness program, as I've indicated, which is a structured program, where we promote, careers in agriculture. We go from school to school, we go to seminars, we go to career fairs to try and promote those prioritized careers in agriculture, because we have noticed that not all learners are familiar with careers in agriculture. So it becomes, our prerogative as a department to go and do that at school. So the other program that we are doing, it's what we call DALAD Graduate Placement Program, where we target qualified unemployed graduates in agriculture and other fields who are looking for employment or entrepreneurial development or practical exposure in order to fulfillment of their qualifications. We advertise opportunities around October and then we close in October, and we do it after each and every 2 years. And then advert for the intake was published in October 2023, so it is going to run up to 2025, and thereafter we are going to advertise again. And then this program is done in various forms. We've got experiential training where we target young students who require practical experience as a requirement to obtain their qualifications. And we also have job employment or job seekers. So this category targets qualified unemployed graduates who need practical hands-on experience to enhance their chances of employability. And the other one, the last one, is agri-export, which targets qualified unemployed graduates in the areas of food technology and environmental health who like to further their career within export industry. So we do that, in partnership with Perishable Products Export Control Board. And then the other program that I've alluded to is what we call Graduate Placement Program. This program is used to attract and support young people to establish their own enterprises. Graduates, particularly from the colleges of agriculture, are recruited and placed in farms for a period of 2 years, and we do that in partnership with our provincial departments of agriculture through our comprehensive agriculture support program funding. And then every 2 years we advertise 1,000 opportunities across the country. So the advert for the recent intake was in May 2023, so we have to count 2023, 2024, then the next opportunities we are going to advertise them in 2025. And then we've got a NARISEC program, which is an empowerment program that recruits young people between the ages of 18 and 35 from rural areas who have completed grade 12. The youth receive a stipend, a monthly and additional allowance when attending the training college. So the opportunities for this program are going to be advertised this year in September 2024, and we also do that by working with local municipalities. And then we also have our international training program, where for those skills that we are scant in terms of offering, we are able to take those who are interested in furthering prioritized careers in agriculture. We are able to take them overseas to go and pursue those studies so that they can come back and make meaningful contribution to our country. So the programs are fully funded. We pay everything, including the traveling costs. And then we also have the CAST training program. This program is meant to capacitate farmers, where 10% of the overall budget is reserved for training. So we rely on individual provinces to provide us with their business plans in terms of what is it, where are they making, because prior to us giving you the money, you must conduct a skills audit in your province so that we know where the gaps are, and then we fund, based on your needs. I think in a nutshell, Chair, those are some of the programs that we are running, as part of human developmental programs or skills development programs, as the department. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that comprehensive list. There's a whole lot going on at the Department of Agriculture. I think anyone who is interested in that career path should definitely have a chat to you or visit the store and get more information. Thank you for the wonderful work that you're doing. Me, I'm going to give you the final word. Any parting shots to these young people? You are based here, you are my boss, I can't let you go, you are my senior. So, and it's always good to have wisdom up here on the stage. Just maybe your parting shots. And maybe Mrs. Harams as well, as we conclude this panel discussion. Thank you for coming. Thank you, Tata, for the time. I'm going to give you the parting shots and your last words to our learners. Thank you.
My learners, my beautiful learners, I said when someone is holding a mic, we say what? So did you hear all this conversation that we're carrying on now when we were discussing? I have a bag for you. If you can tell me, the gentleman just mentioned lots of activities that are happening in Department of Agriculture. I know that most people doesn't like agriculture as a place for work. And there is a lot that is happening in technology, a lot that is happening through agriculture, a lot that is happening before you even wake up and come to this entire stadium that you are at. The one who can give me just one answer of what he just said, I'm going to give him a bag with a Bluetooth earphones that is inside and a cap, including the laptop bag as well. I just want one who can give me what the gentleman has just said now.
Looks like nobody was listening.
It looks like no one was listening, and that is why we as blacks, when we grow up, we become failures because of not listening and listening attentively.
Someone up there, man.
Where? Please come here. Please tell me, my darling. Where are you?
Oh, she comes. She's coming down.
Are you coming?
Yeah.
Show them, girl. Dynamite are in small packages. Come and show them. Thank you, my dynamite.
Okay, they were talking about many opportunities about agriculture. So one of them were like, many people have many opportunities of having studies in this year. They could take them overseas to come and have their better opportunities. So when they come here, they could have a great life in the future.
Well done, my baby. Thank you. And show them what you have received. Just show them. Open it and show them. And you too. Come.
What I heard so far is they spoke about the grade 12s that have passed the matriculant, and also they are going to provide them with transport, accommodation, and also pocket money. You happy with that? Accommodating us with transport.
Good afternoon, young ladies and young gentlemen. It is such a privilege to have the honor to stand in front of the distinguished audience to present. Actually, let me not say present, but to talk about what I heard from the, I don't remember his name, but then he's a gentleman. So I'll be presenting Matilda Marapin Combined School, which is just right next door over here. Well, I go by the name Moon Anisha Sapi from Linyenya Section B. So, what I heard about what the gentleman was saying is that agriculture is affected by climate change. Climate change is affecting the crops which are planted by our lovely human that climate change does cause some change in our crops that are grown by our lovely individuals. But just because they have been educated and trained by well people, they can manage and make the crops better. Thank you. I'd like to say more, but that's what I heard. Thank you.
Salutations to you all. I'm gonna give you a brief about all the things that I had. He said about opportunities for young people in the country. At September, there will be an opportunity for young people to get jobs for agriculture. Agriculture is a very important thing in our community or in our economy. If you understand agriculture, agriculture is a very, very important. Without food, you cannot get anything. There can be drought, but agriculture has the ability to help you to have those certain needs that you have in your community. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Thank you very much. It shows you how important is it when someone is talking, you have to listen. Thank you very, very much. And from MTN, every year in June, we are open up for bursaries, but most of them is in technology. As you know that MTN is a technology company. And then again, Abu Richard this side is also leading the young entrepreneurs that are not even finding their space in this whole world. You can also apply for that and be taught how to develop your own business at MTN.
Thank you so much, Member J. Thank you so much, my panelists. Give them a round of applause, please, learners, if you are there. Please remember to go to skillsacademy.mtn.com and register and sign up for your career development. Thank you, Program Director. We will hand this back over to you. Thank you.
Re tšwela pele Debza re leke go šebetša entertainment fa gannyane re na le dipopedi tša go fapafapana eupša ka lebaka la nako re ka se ke ra ba tšea moka re tlo no tšea ba babedi ba bararo ba leng kgona gabjale fa sefaleng re tlo ba re amogela kwankwariri ya mmino wa tone gae ke dumela gore o lokile ka mathata a namane go tla gore fa boithabišo bjo bo swanetse eupša pele ga ge a ka namela sefala fa e re ke ko rena Tebza o ntshwaretše tša gore ebo
Dumelang. Lesalwana. I am so disappointed, guys. I am so disappointed in you, in some of you. Because La Rasa, you are moving up and down, and this is for you. Anyways, the three schools that I'm about to call now, I need them to be ready because after our performance now, the school I'm going to call first is the school that will come on stage, and then they will come on stage in their particular order. Again, so the first school that will come, that should prepare is Serare, Pusela, and Sivuye. Please make sure you're ready and you're nearby. After the performance, we are going to call the first school to the stage. Thank you.
ke a go kwešiša Tebo e ra gore tatelano ya bona ka mokgwa ba beditseng ka gona a ba dule ba le komana madulo a ba dule ge performance e fela re kgopela go ba bona mo sefaleng fa gore tle re kgone go tlhompha nako ya rena ga re bele re ya go amogela kwankwariri ya rena Sopedi sa Takenogae seopedi sa mmele wa ka kono gae ke dumela gore o tlo gore fa boithabišo be bo tshwanetse go ka tlase ga taolo ya letšatši le le fišang tšhiritšhiri re dira countdown ta le wena tebo re ithoma kae go 5 goba go 10 a re ithome mo go 5 re a itšea re a ikuka re re 5 4 3 2 1 matije limo DJ boo 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 you got the horn where's the horn limo
Tawela Legai I Yogi Le Viper Lemo the Viper I'm also a social worker Maranasi Genna entertainer DJ Gobela Yana Mo DJ Check DJ yeah check one okay yeah DJ ikatemo yeah hey utagane lena nkadzena sigolo ya dzivoro na gwela sigolo you didn't have a problem with me at all Kafale rato wantaga nchato Katomo verega wazena sigol Katara chato wazena sigol Wantalaga text from bija Sipobo mushumo wafela gafeja si Oh okay Microphone wa verega Givenki check out microphone wa verega Gubala untega SMS mo SMS Givenki check out microphone wa verega SMS Thank you Check
At least Timoto Wajola.
Okay. Hey.
At least Timoto Wajola. Finally Moto Wajola.
Alright.
Baby Linda, I love you. Dr. Scar. At least Timoto Wajola.
Okay.
At least Timoto Wajola.
Check. Finally Moto
Wajola. Baby Linda, I love you.
Lemo the Viper. Yes sir. Kiribu woni gaspire rulana one feel like I wanna urimo. Isa mesi ito fit and tiega location whatever ito fit. Munyana nalo wona regas tuwere for bane. Trust me kiri so fast atane. Tuwana wakina bekali botoni. Tuwana kiubonuli toroni. Tuwana kudele bekali botoni. Tuwana kiubonuli toroni. Ichufageli wote matoroni. Kabagala SMS ya matomoni. Yes sir. Yes sir. Hey Tobel. Kubela before nko follow ya follow anyway Kubela check something Agizubur le ralugile na mara rigo bon gido dusisar le ralugile na Liki dog say Oh okay Liki dog say Ketavile keteto Keradi masep Microphone ndio kukata man. Microphone. Kubela check out. DJ doja mo. Liki. Yeah. Lemo the Viper. Ariel 1, 2, 3, 4. Liki dog say. Liki dog say. Like Travile Kiteto Alima Sepalete Diabola Namayaka Yamakura Yagolola Cha Liki Dogse Liki Dogse Travile Kiteto Alima Sepalete Diabola Namayaka Yamakura Yagolola Nake upedi Mukonu wapi lupedi Mpata chani Okanya cheka wedi Katena koka sivari monati utomile Bleke ite karema velo wedi
Poor sanitation, it refers to the lack of unhygienic toilets that people can use, littering and so forth. While water pollution, it refers to the contamination of the water bodies as a result of human activities. So ladies and gentlemen, the water bodies that I am referring to are rivers and lakes. But if you can take a look at a problem structure, you will see human activities leading to both poor sanitation and water pollution. We do know that nature calls every one of us right, and which is totally natural. But the problem is where we choose to answer it. As you can see this fine man helping himself near the river, leading to the pollution of water. We can also see the river having the loads of trash and diapers. And another visible issue is how untidy and unhygienic the place is. But worry not, ladies and gentlemen, because the mental manipulators have got solutions for the mentioned problem. Now coming to our key topic, which is artificial intelligence. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the intelligence of machines as opposed to the intelligence of humans and animals. Its advantages include the reduction of human error, productivity and availability. We have come up as a team with some steps in order to reduce this. We used a couple of artificial intelligence systems that will reduce the mentioned problems. Number one, which we call the save and the store system. This system will detect plastics, diapers and excreted waste from the river using the save that is installed. And the remaining waste will be stored, and the remaining water will continue flowing and is going to be purified, while the stored waste is going to be recycled and turned into manure, which will be used in agriculture in so many ways. We do know that agriculture, it reduces poverty, it raises incomes, and it improves food security for like 80% of the people living in rural areas. So less productivity equals to a decrease in the economy and the reduction of food security. So ladies and gentlemen, number two, which is an agricultural drone. This drone will use a microwave sensing which will capture very accurate soil health information, including the moisture level without the plant getting in the way. And last but not least, a robot. Since robotics is one of the fields under artificial intelligence, we have built a robot that will raise awareness in the rural areas about sanitation and maintaining water quality. On our last structure, you will see how everything has improved. I am talking about agriculture, sanitation, water quality and food security. So ladies and gentlemen, with that being said, science is the magic that works.
So, Sally, introduce yourself.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Robert Sanders. I read the legislative sanitation and
Thank you.
I stand before you today to introduce a revolutionary system that addresses the pressing issue of water scarcity in Linyenye. I'm sure we can all agree that we have a big pandemic in our township, which is water scarcity. People don't get enough water to drink, wash, and feed crops. This could lead to potential economic decline. So many problems can be caused by the lack of water, and even worse, the lack of clean water. These are linked to transmission of diseases like cholera, diarrhea, dysentery, hepatitis A, and so on. These could be found from failed sewage systems, which we already have, that could pose as a threat to our water sources, and then later on pose as a threat to our health as a community. We need to sustain life in our township, which has become a privilege considering the lack of water in our community. That is our problem, and that is what we're trying to fix. I'm proud to present to you a water harvesting and recycling system. A system that mimics the natural water cycle and uses technology and infrastructure to capture, treat and reuse water. Here's how it works. Our system will consist of sensors that will detect when it's about to rain, and then the reservoir will open up manually in such a way that it can collect water and in a wider convenience. Rainwater is collected from the reservoir that will serve as a centralized hub for water storage and treatment. The collected water will then undergo a thorough treatment process which removes contaminants and impurities to making the water safe for use. This reservoir will not only serve as a reliable source of water, but will also serve as a symbol of our community's commitment to sustainability. We will have a campaign that will provide a program that teaches the community members on how to preserve their water. By harnessing rainwater, we will reduce water bills for households and businesses, create a sustainable water source for irrigation and supporting local agriculture and green spaces. We will decrease the demand on municipal water, decrease the unemployment rate in our community by providing security jobs, maintenance and repairment jobs, and by employment of educators that will educate the economic members on how to preserve their water. This system is not only environmentally friendly, but will also empower our community to take a control in their water needs.
This is our prototype. It will be located at Quaita where it used to be the storages. It will be 60 to 100 liters. Our reservoir, it contains about 1 million liters of water. We also have 2 tanks by each household. The first one will contain rainwater. The other one will contain purified water that will be purified by the robot. We also have a solar that will pump water from the reservoir to the people. During time of winter season, we will be using wind power to pump water from the reservoir to the people. What we aim for our township is to have a more accessible water and for our township to be more cleaner, for us to be able to sustain life without a hassle. By conserving our water, we benefit as community and also we benefit our environment. This also protect our water supply, our water infrastructure. Together, we can make a better future for the next generation to come. I thank you.
If you see this prototype or model, it has a station here whereby workers of security will work and recyclable. It will be a recyclable station for people to recycle their materials. There will be robots working in the community to recycle waste product to make tanks that you see here in the area. The robots that you see here are the ones who are gonna take over the houses to check whereby the garden or the environment is clear or eco-friendly. If the robot gets damaged, it will be controlled by people. That means people will be employed and not unemployed. Yesterday is gone, tomorrow is not promised, but we only have today. If you see this model, it helps us to have a brighter future, and that future is today. Realize the future, because we are living in a time whereby robotics is a system and it can improve our work and make a benefit to our lives. This prototype has sunlight. This sunlight will reflect the solar. This rain will rain in this reservoir. As I conclude, people see that robotics is not a future, but it's the future. You cannot resist the future because the future has been predicted for you to see it. Understand this thing, robotics is the future. Be ready because the future is now. Thank you.
Yeah.
quote, "Don't let fear hold your hearts." Greetings to my respective judges, facilities, distinguished guests, and advocates for sustainable development. I go by the name of Itumeleng Sidiana from Besimage High School.
And we are the Food Justice Coalition.
Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to introduce our food security project. The issue of food security continues to be pressing. The issue of food security pressing to be concern of millions of people around the world. Community struggle with hunger, malnutrition, and distracting effect of climate change and agricultural productivity. Our project's aim is to improve sustainable food security.
How does food security help in poverty? Improved nutrition can help to lay the foundation for a stable population with progress made in education, health, and women empowerment, because poverty and social inequality are reduced. How can we improve? How can we improve food security in South Africa? Increasing household food production and trading, improving income generation and job creation opportunities, improving nutrition and food security nets, and food emergency management system. The factors affecting food security in SA. Food security is influenced by both micro and macro factors, ranging from the technology and support institutions available to small farmers and merchants, to monetary, fiscal, and trade policies that affect the overall rate of growth and distribution of income. How can we increase food security in SA? Investments in natural resources, agriculture, food systems, trade, and commerce are essential to improve the availability, accessibility, affordability, and preparation and consumption of nutritious food. How to maintain water and sanitation food security. Strength efforts to preserve water-based ecosystems and their functions, improve agricultural water management for better diet for all. Clean and sanitize separate raw and cooked food. Cook food to save temperature. Refrigerate or freeze perishable food. Avoid clays contaminated. Practice food personal hygiene. Utilizing the theme of food security. Sustainable agriculture practice can be promoted to increase food and production while reducing environmental impact, including using organic farming methods. Policy interventions are crucial in addressing food security issues. This includes implementing powers that support sustainable agriculture, reducing food waste, and improving access to healthy food. Government can play a very big role in food justice. Thank you.
If I may get your attention, I'm here to tell you about the process of food security. Improving access, the accessibility to food, equity, various incomes, employment, market infrastructures, and land rights. Again, availability of food, stability, agricultural productivity, deforestation, trade, import capacity, and food aid. Again, I come to the increasing productivity and improving biological use and nutrition status, minimizing vulnerability and instability. Vulnerability is the communication, technology capacity, early warning, variation of climate, price availability, conflicts, appropriate biological use of food. We should use food so that we can get nutritional education and safety so that we can have food for a longer time. As for crops, that we don't have crops all the year, but we can keep the crops all the year if we can protect them and learn how to grow and farm them. Thank you.
Greetings, everyone. Here I'm about to just. Yeah, I'm here to demonstrate the farm. Here, as you can see here, we have all the crops. Here we have the corns. Here we have the spinaches. Here we have the farm. As you can see here, we have where people will put.
As you can see here, we got the crops and the flowers. The flowers have to. The flowers have to confuse the insects and the birds whenever they want to eat the crops. So instead of eating the crops, they're going to eat their flowers. As you can see, we also have a greenhouse. This greenhouse will help us to grow plants which are not their time. We also get this thing which we call it a solar. It produces water when there is a drought or maybe an erosion. So we will always have available water. This thing is used to mix a sunlight which we use to kill insects there instead of using chemicals because chemicals damage our health. So I thank you.
Okay, that was the Simage, followed by Wu, followed by Mafujani. Alright, followed by Mafujani. Are you guys utilize this chair? Okay. Here's the microphone.
Greetings to all the excellencies, respected teachers, and all the present faces. We are Mafujani Secondary School learners, and we are here to present our topic We are here to present our project under the topic of electricity generation. As we all know, what is shedding? Load shedding power cuts have been going on in South Africa since 2008. As Mafujani learners, we have come up with a solution to load shedding. We are going to combine hydro and wind and solar to produce electricity. This combination will help our school in a way that since our school have been attending evening studies, our learners are suffering to study because there is no electricity, so they are forced to use candles. When there is no electricity, it means that in our schools there will be a low development of educated learners. So in Kabine we have a lot of water because there are a lot of rainfalls. So if we use hydro instead of depending on electricity every time we need electricity, we can use hydro to produce electricity. In Venda, for example, there are a lot of sunlight rays. We can use solar to produce electricity instead of depending on electricity.
So we also had an idea of creating a light reading class. A light reading class is a class with light which helps you read through it. So this idea of creating a light reading class came up to us when we were reading
evening studies and load shedding started. So we as Mafujani learners told ourselves that we're gonna create a light reading class that's gonna help many learners reading through load shedding.
Using the same solar she mentioned, we decided to come up with an innovation to create a bottle that freezes water using solar. Creating a bottle that freezes water has several sparkling creates both innovation practically for such invention. A bottle that freezes water have many demands. Imagine going on a long camp and also going on a long hike where water that freezes has limitations. This kind of innovation revolutionized the way we carry and consume water in various outdoor possibilities, maintaining the temperature that occurs in our daily lives. Both sides of the innovation. The creation of a bottle that freezes water, on the positive sides, it could lead to significant advancements. It's portable cooling technology, making it easier for people to stay hydrated all the time. Now, let's go back to what the first speaker said. She said that learners come to evening study to study. You can also get tired and you don't have enough access to cold water. The only thing that makes learners stay up is drinking something that hydrates them. So using the bottle that freezes water, you can be able to stay up and also study. Now going back to what Speaker Chu said, creating a reading glass that has light. You can also use the same solar in order to make all the innovations possible. Now let's go back to the hydration. While hiking, people get tired and it's hot. So you can use the bottle that freezes water in order to be satisfied during the hike. Firstly, we are going to need a polytherate. Polytherate is a common choice for its durability, clarity, and safety. Additionally, you might consider incorporating insulator materials if the goal is to keep the water cool. All the learners will have accessible to all cold water. Now paging back, people use the fans in order to generate water that's been frozen. But today's generation, we have a solar, which makes things easier. You can use it while electricity is not there. So there was solar that is connected to the bottle. It generates electricity from the sun in order to give the bottle the energy to freeze the water. We came up with this innovation because we realized that you can put water in the fridge for so many hours, but what happens during the day? It melts. So this gave us the mentality of creating a bottle that freezes water using water that has been produced in our rural village, which is Pavin. Then you can also use the bottle that has been mentioned in order to continue reading during those late studies. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Allow me to introduce myself to everyone present in this function. I go by the name of Bonani Mbemi, currently schooling at Ramova High School in grade 11. I'm here to represent about youth unemployment. What is youth unemployment? Youth unemployment refers to those that are difficulties in finding the work between age of 18 to 35. Thousands of young people in South Africa cannot find the jobs because of high unemployment rate that has affected the economy. So we need to come up with something that will benefit us to get out in this high unemployment rate. The challenges that are experienced by youth in the area of employment include poor skills at the workplace. If you look at the side demand of our areas where the jobs do open up are in urban centers, and these jobs are highly looking for individual skills with creative and problem solving abilities. So something must be done about it because many youth have little experience in terms of work, since most of them are just from training institutions. Some have ideas of business, but the non-government organization is not near to fund them. So many training that the youth do are not aligned with the needs of the world. The ethics and social skills are a major concern for employers. These causes may lead to violence, crimes, economic gain in terms of gambling. So this is the reason of why high unemployment is raising up high and it must be reduced. Social skills and terms of employment must be created. People can be self-sufficient. Skills are important because people can stand on their own. People can be taught multiple and various skills that are there at skill centers. Many people can find jobs such as constructions, water installation.
Can everyone please keep quiet because we are present at this step.
Young people can be self-sufficient. Skills are important because it allows people to stand on their own. Young people must be taught multiple and various skills that are there at skill center. People can find jobs such as constructions, water installation, electric installations, furniture designs, and hospitals must also be created because it allows people to get jobs and reduce high unemployment rate. Even further, we can look at Hambanati and TVET colleges. They give knowledge and experience. So we must follow these to support youth unemployment so they can be employed. If we look into agriculture, we have got huge food insecurities in the province, not just on the province, but certainly national. Young people must learn how to make their own food, and then they're taught the business aspect of it. How can they be able to sell their own food? If you look into waste management, young people can be taught waste management because waste is actually wealth. Through the waste you collect, you can be able to earn between 2,000 to 7,000, depending on waste you are able to get on daily basis. So you are moving away from being dependent into a stage of something that you can do and graduate to other areas where you can able to own your own backpack centers. Also to look at stadiums. Stadiums can be brought into rural areas because it also supplies jobs and reduce high unemployment rate. So it must be created because it can create jobs such as cleaning, selling, gardening, and also and further we can look at our stadiums because they can provide the jobs such as cleaning, security and selling, and also hospitals to provide work for youth unemployment. This will really tell us that we can reduce youth high unemployment into something that they can really do with the experience that they've been taught in training institutions. And also to look at results. Results refer in terms of tourism, where people can visit and be able to spend a lot of time there, and where people can guide them and to check whether they are safe in terms of securities. So this really can reduce high unemployment rates. And further to look at our shop, where people can make their own materials to develop and sell it to the big businesses where they can make huge amount of money. So I, Baby Bonani, conclude that whatever has been mentioned in here can really reduce high unemployment rate if government influence the investors to invest in rural areas and be able to supply youth with jobs that will benefit them, and they can be able to do them in their own ways. So this organization must also fund the youth, those who have businesses, so they can really be something in the future. So if we can check, technologies are replacing the people because of they do the work that people can do also, because the lack of experience and knowledge. So young youth must be taught that knowledge is an experience, so robots don't take over, so people can take over to reduce youth high unemployment, because robots still will increase high unemployment in terms of youth unemployment. So there must be a change in terms of this organization. So thank you.
To do it. A famous quote by a famous man named Mahatma Gandhi. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Witumela Ramalefe, and I represent the cybernetic innovators from the excelling, brilliant, and most phenomenal school known, which is Sikawa Secondary School. Ladies and gentlemen, we are gathered here under one most important word, robotics. Some may ask, what are robotics? Robotics is the study, science, and engineering of making robots. A robot is a machine that can perform tasks automatically or by the use of a remote. Ladies and gentlemen, today me and my teammates have created a robot named Toby. Toby is a robotic arm that can make functions such as recycling. We are going to be looking at industries that can use Toby for their own benefits, such as agriculture, health, personal uses, and also environmental sectors. To be specific, let's start with agriculture. In agriculture, Toby can help to plant crops, because we all know that humans need at least 1 hour of rest per day, meaning that you are going to be losing at least 7 hours of productivity weekly. So instead of losing that 7 hours of productivity, you can get Toby, who is going to plant your crops each and every day when human labor is at rest. Ladies and gentlemen, we all know that yield fields grow very unhealthy and poisonous plants. So instead of endangering your workers, telling them to go and take out those plants, you can get Toby to do that for you. Ladies and gentlemen, we all know that South African children are faced with the issue that each and every month they must leave school, go to the clinic, and collect medicine for their elders. Toby is going to resolve that problem, because Toby is going to have an app whereby you are going to request for medicine to be brought to your home, because you cannot miss out on education because someone like Toby is there. Ladies and gentlemen, we can also see that we have many disabled people in our country. They also deserve to feel like they are independent. So Toby is going to be there for their own personal use, because it is very hard to call someone to come and give you food, to come and give you medicine, while a robot like Toby is there with just a remote of a control. Toby can bring food to you, Toby can bring medicine to you, so you don't have to rely on other people. Toby gives people who are disabled the chance to feel that feeling of being independent. And also in health centers, again, we know that ambulances can take up to minutes to come at accidental sites. We can use Toby to reach those sites with immediate effect
to give aid and important medicine to those people who are at that current situation. Ladies and gentlemen, we know that many people do not want to work in the CWP program because they think that it is a very low standard. So their areas can be very polluted because they don't want to work at that places. So you can get Toby to come and clean for you and to also recycle for you so that your areas can be clean. Ladies and gentlemen, let us as a country flow with technology. Let us see the future. Let us see what robots Toby can do. Let us give him a chance so that he can show us what is innovation. When those facilities have Toby, they will have to hire you because you have the license to drive Toby. Ladies and gentlemen, you can see that robots like Toby can make us better. We can see that robots like Toby are going to give us a brighter future in the technology industry. If we give him a chance, he can bring many investors to our country because we are going to be inspiring millions of technicians in this country to do their own inventions. Ladies and gentlemen, I raised my case. Thank you.
Okay, that was Stava. Stava will be followed by my Jojo Combined School. Let's welcome my Jojo on the podium.
And I'm representing Matsotso Combined School. The topic for our project is financial literacy. As the learners of Matsotso Combined School, we have realized how important it is to save, invest, and earn interest. We've come up with an idea of creating a new feature in our bank app and our speed points and our ATMs. The feature is called the AFF, Accessible Fingerprint Passport.
As a project manager of Matsotso Combined School, AFF is a feature featured in our smart banking apps, not only in those, as well as our banking machines and speed points. The AFF is only accessible via fingerprint. So, instead of using a credit card, either purchase or withdrawal, we are going to access every transaction by scanning your thumb finger. Crime rate in terms of theft is high. We came with an idea to try limit high rate of crime, rather promote safe banking. For example, you accidentally lose your card and a stranger getting hold of it and keep on tapping and trying to get access into your bank account by IT bank scamming. This app will help you manage your spending by setting your weekly, monthly, your yearly or annually spending plan.
So you're probably asking yourself on how this feature will be implemented. On the new feature being added onto the banking apps, and will be a customization. Practically speaking, we are now focusing on the 4 benefits on this new feature, which has been mentioned, that is invest, saving, budget, and interest earnings. This new feature will also give an idea on customizing your financial plan throughout. So now we're talking about invest. So this feature will be charging you with a rate of 1.5% on every transaction you do. Then that now includes your daily plan, monthly, yearly, or annually. Every week you'll be given a goal to target. For example, you want to save up 500 rands for a month. Then that means you must be able to at least save up 16 rand and 20 cents per day. Then that now then now including your savings, so on each and every spending or purchase for a day, there will be 1.6% rate deducted from your account, which then will be saved up under your investment for your monthly plan. Then budgeting. You first need to know how much you spend in a month. For example, you earn 2,000 rands in a month and you only spend 1,455 rands and 51 cents. So then that means you would have 544 rands and 50 cents left. That could be saved up under your investment.
So, instead of using a credit card, either purchase or withdrawal, we are going to access every transaction by scanning your thumb finger. Crime rate in terms of theft is high. We came with an idea to try limit high rate of crime, rather promote safe banking. For example, you accidentally lose your card and a stranger getting hold of it and keep on tapping and trying to get access into your bank account by IT bank scamming. This app will help you manage your spending by setting your weekly, monthly, your yearly or annually spending plan.
So you're probably asking yourself on how this feature will be implemented. On the new feature being added onto the banking apps, and will be a customization. Practically speaking, we are now focusing on the 4 benefits on this new feature, which has been mentioned, that is invest, saving, budget and interest earnings. This new feature will also give an idea on customizing your financial plan throughout. So now we're talking about invest. So this feature will be charging you with a rate of 1.5% on every transaction you do. Then that now includes your daily plan, monthly, yearly or annually. Every week you'll be given a goal to target. For example, you want to save up 500 rands for a month. Then that means you must be able to at least save up 16 rand and 20 cents per day. 1.3% interest rate. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Program Director. Greetings, learners. Hello. Hello. Before I even start, I've got some goodies that I have with me. At the end of what I'm going to present, I will be asking some questions and I will want you to provide answers, and then I give you what I have. The name is Donald Chingange. I'm the Regional Outreach Officer from Mopane Region IEC. What I want to talk to you about is that this is the year for general elections, and we are going to have elections on the 29th of May 2024. All the voting stations in South Africa will be opened so that all the people who have registered to vote should be able to visit such stations and vote. Let me speak of the changes that have been effected after the Amendment Act. Upon arriving at the stations, voters will get 3 ballots. One ballot will be the national, which will be blue in color, and it will be for representation at the National Assembly. The second ballot will be your regional ballot, which will be for representation into the National Assembly. As Limpopo, we have 20 seats that will be contested for representation in the National Assembly. And the third ballot, it's your provincial ballot. And we have 64 seats for the provincial legislature
and all political parties and independent candidates will be contesting for the 64 seats. In the national ballot, only political parties are going to contest for the 200 seats, and then in the regional ballot, political parties and independent candidates will be contesting for the 20 seats. I am here to encourage you, especially those who are in the youth bracket, 18 years and older, who have registered to vote, to say this time you must go and vote where you are registered. This is our golden rule. You only go and vote where you are registered. And we also have provision for the people who will not be able to make it to voting stations on the 29th of May. And we call such a category the special voting category. So all the people who will not be able to visit stations because of infirmity, because of disability, or any other ailment that will make them not to be able to walk to the stations can actually apply to be visited at home. And the applications are opened from the 15th, and they can actually apply online. They can visit local offices to be able to be given a form for application, and it will be processed so that they are visited at home. The second category is for station visits, where it caters for all those that will be at work or helping us as the commission. It could be your security officers. It could be all those that won't be able to vote on the 29th. They can be able to apply, and upon approval they will be able to visit voting stations on the 27th and the 28th of May before the big day of the 29th of May 2024. The last thing that I want to speak about is what we call Section 24A. This is a section that is found in our legislation which says anybody who will not be able to vote at the voting station where you are registered, you should first notify the CEO to get a pre-approval so that you are able to be allowed to vote at a station which you shall have specified to vote at. Upon approval, you will be able to visit the station that you have indicated, and you will be allowed to vote at that particular station. You are pre-notifying us so that your ballots can actually come to find you where you shall have indicated to be the voting station of choice to go and vote. So what I'm saying is, let all of you who have registered go all out and make sure that you vote. Our democracy needs all of us to participate. Without participation, the democracy that we are enjoying right now will actually crumble. And as the youth, you have the right to vote because you can. You have the right to vote. You have to go out and vote because this is your time. If we remember what happened with the youth in the past, they actually went out to make sure that we have change in the country. I ask a question and you know the answer. In a minute you will just come over, answer the question, and then I will be able to give you the goodies. The first question: how many ballots are we going to get when you approach or when you get to the voting station? One. The second question: when is the date of the elections? That's the second question. The third question: Okay. Okay, the first question, line up nicely. Okay, the first question, I said, how many ballots will a voter get upon arrival at the station?
3 ballots.
Arimetelani matsoho. Thank you. So, the second question. When is the date of the elections?
On the 28th May. 2 days. On the 26th of May. 27th. It is on the 27th of May.
Okay, the dates is 27, 28 Jam May. I remember telling Matsogo she was not far off. Let me have the last one. What are the dates of special votes?
On the 28th May. 2 days. On the 26th of May. 27th. It is on the 27th of May.
Okay, the dates is 27, 28 Jam May. I remember telling Matsogo she was not far off. Let me have the last one. Tell me the name of the ward where you reside. What ward, in which ward are you residing? Ujula ko ward ma, wena.
Ward I'm residing.
What do you do now, Moyon? Linyenye.
31. Linyenye 31.
Oruduna ward 31. Ari metelel makago. Okay, yeah, those are the questions that I had. Thank you very much. Let me see you on the 29th when we go for voting. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We are going to the last part of the day. I'm going to ask a few people to join me. Councillor Mabitele, join me. And someone from IEC also join me here. Yes, remain with us. And GTM official, please. Number 3 goes to Sebuye. Hand over. So, who's holding it? Who's holding it? So, this is Sebuye. Thank you, Siboya and Oh, okay. That's just a picture. Thank you and congratulations to Siboya. We are going to position 2. Are you guys ready? Who do you think is number 2? Who? Number 2. Who is number 2? This side? This side? This side? And number 2 is okay, let's do it again. 3, 2, sit down. Let's go to the last one. The last one. Number 1. Position 1. Position 1, guys. Who is number 1? Who is number 1? Hi, man. Who's number 1? Who's number 1 there? Maka. Number 1 there? Okay. Let us count. 3. Go. And the winner is... Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner is... Go! Who's the winner? Ay! Namangani. 3? Okay. Let's do it now. 3, 2, 1. Serraro! you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
Atandwe sasanga hamba atandwe sizafonelana uwe ingondo yami uwe bakabela bat yohamba we hamba we yohamba we
Thanks very much, congratulations. Thanks very much, congratulations.
We are ready for you.
Hello, can I get the teachers of the 6 schools that presented here? The teachers of the 6 schools that did their presentations here, please come join me on stage. The teachers of the 6 schools that presented here, please come or join me on stage. Thank you. So, don't leave. Sasco has got some stuff for you guys. They have stuff for you. They will come right after me. So don't leave now. Yes. Arina budu ala maroto abule na meskata maya. Sasco isa aturi maroto bagwa. Thank you so much for taking part in this. We really appreciate your hard work. Thank you. Love the picture. Focus for the picture. Thank you. Yes, students, you can go around the stalls and then, yeah, Sasco still has also some of your yeah. Students, go around the stalls. Get as much information as you can. This is once in a lifetime opportunity. It doesn't come back again. It comes back next year. So take as much information as you can from all the stalls.